guys, as you know, I have synesthesia and I experience the world in a different way. I can taste words or smell words. The majority of people cannot do that, but I've learned that you can experience language through other senses. For example, if you are studying food vocabulary, you can try different dishes to enhance your memory. Also, you can have a nice scent in the background when you're reading a book in English or listening to some music in English. Or you could do some exercise before studying to enhance your memory and to be more concentrated. You're going to listen to some of my friends that will give you more tips, and they also experience the world in a different way. So pay attention to them, and thank you very much. I miss you guys. Bye.
Hello, this is a video for teacher Angie students. Angie Rodriguez was my co-worker. I am an English teacher too. My name is Carolina Oreña. Nice to meet you. I am currently working as a philologist and not as a teacher, but teaching is in my heart. Angie told me that you are referring to the topic of learning a language with the senses, and that's something that I know about. I started learning English when I was 17, and in this period of my life I was also embracing a different condition because I started, I am legally blind, but this is something very controversial. I have low vision, and depending on certain environmental conditions, I am legally blind. That's the thing. But when I was 17, I started in that process of going to therapy, attending the Helen Keller Institute classes, etc. At the beginning it was very challenging because I was a true beginner. My classmates were intermediate high level. The listening part was pretty difficult because since I have a very sensitive ear, when I was listening, for example, to a recording or to an audio that was recorded in a restaurant, there is usually a lot of background noise. So that background noise distracted me a lot, and my listening skills well rated by my teacher or scored with a very low grade sometimes. One of the techniques that helped me a lot was using audiobooks, especially Gothic literature. I love the way Gothic literature addresses the senses in the conventional way, at least the 5 senses, and I liked it so much because I was almost sensing surfaces, listening to specific sounds within the text. So my experience with the English language is pretty sensorial, and the reason why I didn't drop out was because I discovered English literature. Trust me guys, I know about Spanish literature and about English literature, and in my opinion English lit is awesome. But it's a matter of taste, I would say. Let's say that visually I didn't have a lot of input to learn the language, and it represented a challenge in many ways. But in my case, I used my ears to learn the language. I was not able to look at the teacher's body language or watching videos. When you learn a language, it's important to pay attention to what you see in order to get more context, but in my case it was a pretty different experience. As a conclusion, I would say that regardless of your condition, you don't have to be blind or legally blind or with low vision to experience a language with all the senses. I think it's a matter of paying attention, of enjoying the resources. Not all of us are visual or auditory. There are many areas that you can explore in order to enjoy the experience, and I know that teacher Angie can guide you in the process and also give you a very good piece of advice. I'm very glad to be part of your class today, and if you have questions for me, you can send them through Angie. Have a good class, guys.
My name's Henry Martinez Hernandez, and your teacher is a very, very good friend of mine. She was my teacher too, and I remember like very, very nice things when I was her student. Well, about me, what can I tell you? Yeah, my name's Henry. I'm 24 years old, and I'm anthropologist, and I'm surfer. I'm a national surfer, and also I'm a blind person, and that's like very important for me to say because, well, I know it's a very important part of my life, but not the only one. Okay, we're a lot of things, not only like a disability or a gender or a I don't know, decision you have made or something like that. Yeah, what I wanted to tell you about, it's about the other sense, how you can use your 5 or 6 or 7, however you I don't know, there's many people who think we have like more sense, and I don't think we can have like a lot of sense, but I think that we don't use a lot those we have. I mean, yeah, I'm blind, and of course sight is not my main or my biggest sin in my life, but I use a lot other things, my hands, my ears, I don't know, I'm always listening everything, and it is not because I can listen better than you can. No, it's because I do it like with more attention, and that is very important when you're learning a language. And in English it is like very, very important because there are many accents and many kinds of sounds that we didn't have in Spanish. So it is very important you to know what are your sense, what are your abilities. If you like music, if you like to see movies, to watch movies, or I don't know, if you enjoy to be in Netflix or in YouTube. So try to think about things in English. You can see, you can hear, you can watch, whatever, and it is gonna be very good. For example, something very, very I don't know, interesting when I have been learning English is that I cannot see when somebody's pointing to something. So when I have been like talking with native speakers of English, people tend to say like, that word is that thing, and they point you. and you know that, I don't know, ocean is something blue and big that has a lot of water. But I don't. I need somebody to explain me like what is it, how it looks like, how it feels like, how it sounds like. And it has been also very funny when it is like by the other side. Sometimes I need to tell somebody a word I don't know, because there are many vocabulary I don't know. I'm not especially good at it. And I don't know the word, and I know it in Spanish or in other language, and for me it's like difficult, but I love explaining, or I don't know, you have to use your imagination and say, okay, it's a car, I don't know how to say car, car, it's that thing that you can drive like that, and you can go from your house to your work, or to your school or whatever, and it sounds like you know, it's very funny. I feel very a little stupid when I do it, but it's very useful. I mean, it's I think that like the most successful strategy I have had to learn English. And another important thing is try to hear, to listen to the people when they're talking to you, or when you're watching a tutorial or a video on YouTube about cooking, about your dog, about whatever. But there are many native speakers of English, not just in the USA, also in Europe, also in Africa, also here in America and Caribbean. And listen to different people with different accents makes you feel that your form to pronunciate English is not run or it's okay, or it's perfect, or it is not perfect. No, just it's different. And if you try to notice that those differences between people who are talking from different parts of the world, it's very funny, and you can do that exercise with your listening abilities. And it's very funny. Of course, when we talk Spanish, we can know the difference between somebody who is from Spain and from Chile or from Mexico, because we know accents. But in English we can do it too, and it's very, very cool. I mean, and finally, I think that if you, something I learned to do is to touch my body when I'm talking. When you are trying to make to sound similar to somebody you're listening to, you can touch your face, you can touch your body, here, neck, and try to feel how it feels when you make that sound, how it feels. Do you feel like the same when you're sounding, making the sound z, or z? Do you feel exactly the same or not? Try to do that. Try to be more conscious. I think that I am creating words again, but of what are you doing when you're talking? How is your body when you're talking with somebody? And when you're learning to speak English, okay, just take the risk. I take a lot of risks when I am surfing, being blind, and I'm totally sure that we can take more risks than those when we're trying to learn another language. And we're gonna catch some wave, of course, a very big wave that it's gonna pick you up, and then you're gonna have like a very good experience, not just in the surf, but also knowing new people and understanding how you can speak better a language just with your knowledge of your body and your abilities. Thank you, boys, girls. I'm here, and any question or whatever you can, I don't know, tell me with your teacher or in my social networks. So yeah, it's me, and sorry to